Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. Day 15. I mean, I didn't realize how far we are already into like December. We're in the middle of December and we are more than halfway through until Christmas. So, I mean, if we count, then maybe the 12th would be the middle of all of the Advent time. But we're already at the 15th, so let's open up the calendars. Okay, today's one of those days where I don't find the number. Ah, here. There it is. So, Disney Mystery Hidden. What is it? So yesterday I had already to start a new circle. We're already this far in. So today I definitely feel a Mickey shaped back. What do we have here? Oh, it feels like a handle. Oh, it's a double. It's a double. It's the double of the Alice in Wonderland handbag. I don't know why I wanted to say Alice in the Pirates, sorry. I don't know. Alice in Wonderland handbag. It's a beautiful pin, so here you can see it again. Cheshire Cat shaped handle, a bow, a dress, painting the roses red and everything, but here it is already. So another double, but yeah, if you're not following my Vlogmas series so closely, I have put two of those pin bags in, so two of the Disney it's not only Princess Alice, not even a princess, so Disney handbags. So there's a chance of having doubles. How many do we already have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th and the 2nd double. I hope it's not like really double, like that I have put in a double bag, like a box. It's not a box, you know, it comes in a little plastic bag. Okay. And I'm not really doing like Disney pin trading or something, neither online or I mean, when I was in the park I have done it once, but I'm not very often in the Disney parks. And I don't even know if this is a thing in Disneyland Paris, this Disney pin trading. Are there pin boards that you can directly trade in Disneyland Paris? I think it's only a US thing, isn't it? Anyways, we have already a lot of cool pins, but having doubles is always like, please no more doubles. So at least I can't have doubles in my toy advent calendar. So what's in there and where is the number 15? 1450, right in the front here. So now that sounds like another set of stickers. Ooh, but there must be something else, right? Ah! Yeah, there's another set of Polly Pocket inspired stickers by Chic Kawaii. Let's open up one of the packages, because again, for these ones I bought 2 packages because I thought maybe I can once, whenever I like sell toys or trade with others or just send nice packages or something, I can include those. Oh, they are so cute. They look like the animal head-shaped watches. So I don't have any of them. They're pretty uncommon. You do not really find them, and I guess they're one of the more expensive Polly Pocket items out there. And yeah, at least this one pretty much looks like the one we had seen already, from the normal Pet Parade animal heads, so the compacts. But these are really pretty small. I mean, they're you can put them around your wrist obviously, and then this one. But these also open up and have, I'm not even sure. I think they have a time in there, so it is like a watch. Not 100% sure because I'm not that familiar with them. I don't have one, but there's also something to play in there, so it's not only a watch, I think. Really sweet. What is it actually? This is also listed like a kitty, and this is a bear. Yeah, this is a bear, dog, and kitty. Oh, super pastel, love it. And here is the shop again, Chic Kawaii on Etsy. I will link her down below. She's lots of these super pastel toy, especially Polly Pocket, some other toys as well. She's probably also something Furby or whatever, I don't know. Puppy Surprise, she has some stickers, Puppy Surprise, and also she has some of her designs in pin form, but they sell out pretty quickly, I've seen, so lovely. But we have something else. And this is this. What's that? A super small bow for one of the boy ponies. So I'm not entirely sure if this little bow goes to the baby boy pony of the Sweet Celebrations family or of the Bride Bouquet family. My guess is that it belongs to baby boy Bride Bouquet. Let's just give you a close-up. Yeah, it's just this super small fabric bow tie with a, actually this should be a rubber band, not rubber, but you know, stretchy. So so just an elastic, but of course it has completely stretched out because it is super old. And of course I could probably just do a reproduction of this. This is like the easiest thing ever, but having something original is always better, right? And when I saw this one of the sellers that I also purchased something else from had this for, I don't know, was a euro or something. I just purchased it with it, and now I'm happy. That's the first bow tie that I have for my baby boy ponies. As I said, it could also be the one from Baby Sweet Celebrations. By the way, this Baby Sweet Celebrations, like, I have this for such a long time. It was in one of my very first pony lots in 2014 or something. And the pony lot was called the bait pony lot, and I did not see that they were bait. The only thing that this guy has a little bit of lipstick left here that I could not fully remove. But I mean, this is something that really does not bother me. I know there are other pony collectors or toy collectors in general that are really into having the most pristine ponies ever. To me, that's really not a big deal. So all of the boy ponies in for the first set of the Loving Family ponies, I think, came with these bow ties. These two had like purple pinkish, so I cannot really tell which one is which. The Apple Delight family boy had a yellow one, so that would be easy to identify. This one not so much, but if you know better, if it goes to this or this guy, tell me. From online pictures I could not really see it, but yeah, so that's actually it for the advent calendar opening Vlogmas thing here. I think I will put a very like easy video up now. You will see what it is. If not, don't be mad, but I think I can manage to do something in my lunch break. So thank you for watching for now, and from this perspective here, see you tomorrow. Bye! Hello everyone! So yeah, I decided to make a hopefully quick sit-down video and show you some toys, just because I think 2 days ago someone in the comments asked me if I could also make a collection video about my Generation 2 ponies. And my initial reaction was, well, that won't be a very interesting video, because then I started counting them. How many do I actually have? I only have 14 Generation 2 ponies. But then it like got to my mind that actually, well, that would be maybe a short video so that I could do just in my lunch break. It's now around 2 p.m. so let's just sit down and talk a little bit about Generation 2 ponies. So let's start with how they look. This is a Generation 2 pony. Comparison, this is a Generation 1 pony. So you definitely see the difference. So the G1 ponies were around from 1982 up until 1992, 93, 94, depending on which European countries. The latest G1s were out in the Netherlands, I think in 93, 4, I think in 94. But I did not immediately make like a new pony generation. These completely changed ponies here. They started releasing in 1997. And just from the beginning, I think to my US viewers from the United States, for you they are really hard and rare, hard to find and rare. Because they were just released like this first year, 1997, and I think half of the next year. So, but I think not even all of the releases from the second year of Generation 2 made it to the US. But in Europe, like in most European countries, they sold better. So they were cancelled in the US because the sales were just very low. But in Europe they were okay. So they kept producing Generation 2 ponies up until 2002, which is really right before Generation 3 actually started, which was in 2003. So especially, for example, in France, I've heard they were really popular. So they are a little bit easier to come by over here, though not massively like it's not that you find them all the time. For example, if I go to flea markets, so I found so many Generation 3 ponies, but not a lot of Generation 2 ponies. Some of them are from flea markets. You will see that. And yeah, this was my very first Generation 2 pony, and I found her at a flea market. That's Morning Glory. And from the statue you can see they are way smaller, and they are slender, and they have a little bit of feathering here at the hoofs. They have movable heads, and actually they should have gems in their eyes. Though a lot of my Generation 2 ponies are not in a really good condition, so a lot of them are missing these gems. I mean, they are cute with these gems, but this is really something, they fall out over time. And so a lot of Generation 2 ponies nowadays are missing their gems in the eyes. I did not find her with this backpack, but it actually belongs to her. So she is one of the first released ponies from year 1, Morning Glory, from the first like Secret Surprise Friends ponies. So 1997. Then my interest like really did not really go to Generation 2, because like my main collection is Generation 1, and I definitely focused in Generation 1, and flea market thing I most often when I went to flea markets and found ponies, these were Generation 3 ponies and Generation 4 ponies. So I think this one I found in 2018 at a flea market. And then the next G2 ponies that I purchased were actually these 5 here. So that was last year in summer when I was in, I think in Düsseldorf. I picked up a big pony lot from someone. She had all generations, and then I just chose a couple of also Generation 2 and Generation 3 ponies just because they were available and price-wise was okay. So, so one that I have is Sky Skimmer here. And especially I have the Easter version, so she's got Easter eggs here. And with Generation 2 ponies, they started to release the same characters over and over, just in different versions. So there are different Sky Skimmers, and Sky Skimmer is always yellow with pink hair, a little bit like Fluttershy with butterflies, but they are different versions. And this is the Easter version. This is a year 3 pony, so meaning in 1999 released. around Easter. Then we've got Petal Blossom. So you can also here see the hair is cut, also the tail, but I really like this pose because it looks really dynamic. Petal Blossom is also from the first year. So same as Morning Glory, she was in the same set in the Secret Surprise Friends. Generation 2 ponies have the symbol on both sides. But to be honest, the symbols very often are just one color, so not the most intricate and special symbols. She still has the gems in her eyes, really lovely. Then I remember I specifically chose this pony because it's green and there are not so many green ponies. This is Flash. Flash, kind of interesting, different tail color than main color. She was actually released with rollerblades. So she had rollerblades and like different accessories, also like a hat or cap, like protection cap for rollerblading, stuff like that. She is from year 3. So not the very first year, and that actually also means every pony that's later than the second year in Generation 2 had not a release in the US. So those are all kind of European exclusives, you could say. So year 3, definitely European. Rollerblades as a symbol, fading pink mane, and the symbols are still intact. I love her color. This is a princess pony, and you can see the hair is really short. I liked it for a while because I thought, oh, she looks a little bit like a tomboy, you know, a little bit more, yeah, agile, bam, like a rocket or something. But actually she had like really long flowing hair, so she's a princess pony and she's called Princess Crystal. She was actually also released with a princess head, but it looked, not with the princess head, I should better say a wizard's head. Like a purple hat with yellow stars, so like a wizard's hat, and with a crystal ball. So of course these ponies came with accessories. Most often I don't have them. I have like this comb is one of the princess combs, and for example here's a normal comb that came with a sky skimmer, for example, really tiny. But yeah, the ponies are also not very big. This is one of the princess combs that came directly with Princess Crystal here. She is from year 3 of Generation 2, and size comparison, this is like one of the normal combs. She's got planets and the symbols are not in very good condition, but at least she has her, like her gems in the eyes. And Princess Pony, they kept the theming from Generation 1. Princess ponies have tinsel hair. So, and the last and probably my favorite from this haul that I had last year of these 3 Generation 2 ponies, 3 of these 5 Generation, so many numbers, Generation 2 ponies. This is Secret Tail. So her symbol shows, if you look very closely, shows something else. So one side is also different to the other side. So this should, if you look at the blue here, should show you a teddy bear, and I think this a milkshake. She is in a lovely condition. I love this color, mane and tail, and the red streak. Her gems are intact, and she is actually from year 2. So she's a pony released in the second year. So it could have been that she was also still released in the US, so from 1998. Then as last year I started like really a lot going to flea markets, I also found some more G2 ponies, and I think the next one in line was this pony. She's also a Morning Glory, and you can see that by the symbol. So it's the same symbol that we had before, and also color-wise she is similar. But this is actually a, this is Princess Morning Glory. So from my understanding she should be from the same line as this pony here, so Princess Crystal, and this is then Princess Morning Glory. She has really long hair and also tinsel, and she has this separate, it's not separate, but it looks separate, crown where also some hair, like streaks, are coming out, and her bangs are cut. year 3, the princess ponies, and oh yeah, her gems, are they in there? No, this one's missing, this one is still in there, so but yeah, you can see she's got cut bangs, and as generation 2 ponies are just not my like priority, I never like rehaired this, for example. I probably could do that. I mean, I've never opened up a G2 head, but it's probably possible. Yeah. But what I like about her is the long tail. Let's keep it going with another Morning Glory. Yeah, this is a theme of a generation 2 ponies for me, Morning Glory. That's the main pony that I always find. Yes, also flea market pickup, and again tinsel hair, but this is not Princess Morning Glory. No, this is Royal Wedding Princess Morning Glory. Same year release, so year 3 as the other Princess Morning Glory, but this was a set where like they were, I don't know what exactly was about a royal wedding, but there was one other pony that also was released under the name of Royal Wedding. So complete tinsel hair, just one color main, and yeah, the gems in the eyes are intact. They are there, but you can see it's the same symbol again that we also had here, that we had here. The next flea market find, oh well, that was a great flea market day. I found 2 G1 ponies at that flea market, 1 G3 pony, and 2 G2 ponies. These 2. Yeah, again a Morning Glory. So this is the same Morning Glory from the beginning, same as my first one. You can see her hair is longer, so that gives me the impression that her hair is a little bit cut. Still, her eye gems are missing, and she has a little bit of tail rust, and overall her hair is pretty rough. So that shows me that these very first released ponies like Morning Glory, they were probably selling very well, because I have found a couple of them at flea markets already. So yeah, and then this thing. When I first saw this, my thought went to, is this even a real pony? Looks so strange because it's completely hard plastic. Like all of the legs are movable. And she has this strange thing here for the tail. But yeah, the face showed me like that must be a generation 2 pony, and if you look under the hoof, it has the rainbow that all generation 2 ponies have, and it says 1997, Hasbro included and made in China. So Hasbro, that's a real generation 2 pony. This is Lightheart. Lightheart is another one of these characters that had several different releases, normal Lightheart, blah 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 Lightheart, etc, etc. This is the Magic Motion version of Lightheart, and this pose has never been used again, so all of the other ponies, a lot of them share the same pose, and it's reuse of poses again. This one with the completely movable legs is a like unique pose, but still, to me, I mean, also when you, I don't know, you can move the head down, and then when you flip the tail, then this kind of like springs up. I just like, it's, for me, if you would ask me, name the ugliest pony, I don't know, she would definitely be on the list, because also she's not really normally rooted, like there's this very thin, because it's, you know, 2 hard plastic pieces put together. Like, her color scheme is lovely, definitely. I like white ponies, that also these hair colors here. But I would definitely prefer a normal Lightheart than the Magic Motion one. She was a playset pony, by the way. She was released with a bed, with a canopy bed, in the first year, so 1997. Yeah, I think the next one that I got is this one. This is Sweetberry. I always mix up the name. Sweetberry. She was included in a pony lot that I got online with one Generation 1 and two Generation 1s and one G4 pony, and she was in there. So I don't mind having G2s. I just don't specifically buy them online because I have so many other collections that are more close to my heart and I'm more focusing on, that most of these ponies I kind of got randomly, either at flea markets or included in lots, or just because they were available there. I would probably not buy G2 ponies specifically online. But she was in there. Berry from year 2, so 89. She's also a magic motion pony, but just the behind legs here. And I like her, but it's definitely not my favorite G2 pose. But she has both of her gems still in the eyes, and she's nice, she's fun, but yeah. Sweet Berry year 2. She is from the Magic Motion Friends. So a lot of these ponies that I've showed you were released in these in these, what were they called? Secret Surprise Friends. Every year there was a Secret Surprise Friends line. So the first year had one, the second year had one, and they were always different ponies. I don't know what's the deal with this Secret Surprise Friends. And then this one is from the Magic Motion Friends. So this was a line of different Magic Motion ponies that all had movable legs. Oops. And she's not really standing well if you position her wrong. So you always have to be a little bit careful. Then, this year at the flea market, yep. I was lucky to find my very first G2 baby. So it's also the only one that I have. And then I found another Morning Glory. So first Morning Glory. Again, no gems in the eyes. She also has cut bangs, and she's then from that perspective on, she's like probably the one that is in the worst condition that I have from all of my Morning Glories. But again, this is the normal Morning Glory, my first G2, and the other one that I haven't again. So you see there is a theming of I always find Morning Glories. This one was way better because this is a little, or flitter, I don't know if it's called little flitter, but definitely baby flitter, probably, but the little flitter is a G1. Flitter, and she is also a playset pony. So she was released with the Giggle Garden Nursery, so from year 4, from 2000. Her hair is also cut, and you see I have not rehaired it. So I'm really lazy about my G2s because they're not so much on my priority list. But these G2 babies are just so cute if I compare them size-wise to a G1 baby. Yep. Not only it is way smaller, but again way like slimmer and not so like, let's say, chubby. But they are so cute. Don't you think so? Probably my favorite G2 pony is this one. The most recent find at the flea market concerning G2s, and she is called Eve, and she is from a line of ponies called the Hobby Ponies, and she has got a dolphin. This is so cute, and I love her hair colors, so the fading pink and the light blue, and she has both of her gems intact here, and she's actually the latest release of all of mine here. So she was released in year 6 of Generation 2. That means she's from 2002, like right before the next year they started with Generation 3. So definitely only available in Europe, and I just like her color scheme. This with pink, that could have been a little bit more pink for me, but yeah. So Eve. And the only other thing that I have for Generation 2 is something from McDonald's, because back then, like McDonald's, you know, they always have their Happy Meal stuff that most often is something that toy lines that are very like that blah blah blah, that are like promotions for toy lines or promotions for movies or something like that. And when Generation 2 ponies started to release, they also made Generation 2 Happy Meal toys. So there are, I think, 3 little play sets and 4 or 5 little ponies, and then there is another set that looks a little bit different. These are just hard plastic, like if you compare them size-wise, super small, more in line with the babies, but way slimmer, obviously. Yeah. Sets in general for Generation 3 are really like lovely decorated. They all have a lot of details on them. So this is just the McDonald's version, but even this one has so many floral details. And imagine them sized a little bit up, so bigger for the normal G2s, and then also with painted in details. So the playsets are really beautiful, I have to say. Well, this is nothing special here, but I found it at a flea market. I really didn't know what it was, and then I popped this open. It was like, oh, that's a pony. This is one of the unicorns from Generation 2. I don't have her. She has also would have also been released in the McDonald's version. So yeah, just a few unicorns were released for Generation 2. You see, all of mine are Earth ponies, and there were no Pegasus ponies at all in Generation 2, except for there are some ponies that have clip-on wings that you can put on, like plastic, hard plastic wings to clip on. Those ponies, I've heard, are really rare, and especially finding them with the wings is even more rare, I've heard. So I've never seen one. And but this doesn't count to me as Pegasus pony, because the wings also look more like butterfly wings, and they are not part of the pony mold directly. Yeah, in general, there are not so many Generation 2 ponies released, and all of the poses are not so like spread out, so many different poses, and especially not so many different characters, because they kept re-releasing the same characters in just different tweaks, you know, princess da da da, royal wedding princess da da da, etc. So what do I think in general about the Generation 2? I like their appearance. I really don't mind them at all. When I find them at flea markets, I'm super happy, because I mean, they are already vintage, you know. I mean, this one maybe not completely. Well, next year it will be vintage, because vintage is kind of what you say to things that are older than 20 years, and this one's from 2002, and we've got 2022 next year. So yeah, all of the others you can already consider vintage. And as I said, they are not really like out there a ton, but they are not rare from like the whole generation, I would say, because they were released here. And as I said, I don't mind them. I think they are cute, but from all of the pony lines, probably the one that my focus is on the least. G1's my favorite. Then G3 is really close to my heart, because they look a lot like G1's, so that's why I like G3 a lot. G4 I adore because of the series, because of Friendship is Magic. Not the ponies themselves most often. I think maybe these ponies are even cuter than the G4s, but I prefer G4 because of the series. And then G5, I don't know much about it, so G3.5s and G4.5s, like, they're also okay, but maybe then I like G3.5 then less than G2, but in general they are probably one of the least like important pony generations for me. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a video about this pony generation that I don't have a lot on my channel. If I should pick my 3 favorites, like as I said, I think Eve is my favorite. Then I have to still say Morning Glory, the first one that I found. And there is this topic of I always find Morning Glory, so she must be one of my favorites still. Especially this first one, and I picked up this backpack separately, so yeah. And then I would go with Secret Tail, because I really love her color scheme, and she is in beautiful condition. So I think these 3 are my favorites, and maybe also this little baby. So thank you for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you, or may the ponies be with you. Bye!